Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. This is the first, well, you probably see another video before this video, but this is the first video for I had planned with you guys as the videos planned for that week and stuff. Basically for the past few days, I just been listening. Well, I was listening to the album, you know, as you guys know, the album with Future and Metro Boomin and stuff. As you guys know, I love music. You know, my favorite artists, of course, from Kendrick Lamar to J. Cole to James Brown, Michael Jackson, Prince, Louis Prima, Nat King Cole, Temptations, Cheap Trick, Bon Jovi, all type of stuff like that. So I listen to all type of things. You know, I listen to classical music as well. You know, because I was in the orchestra for a while too. You know, I think probably my favorite classical song was probably Secret of the Garden. Secret of the Garden is a very beautiful song. I like playing that song. That's an amazing song, amazing orchestra song. And that and Habanera. The Carmen Habanera, the song like that, that's a great song too. But yeah, maybe one day on the second channel I told you guys about last time, maybe that channel I will do some music stuff on there, you know, like that maybe in the far future. But this channel right here is about sports, and you guys know what the video is about from the title, the description. The mock draft 3.0 for the NFL, first round only. I did two of them before weeks ago. I think it was like early, like I think it might be like the end of February, kind of like that. Around after, so like last month. So it's been a while since I did the mock draft for the NFL first round only. But I'm back with it now. The Steelers one just kind of ended. I'm gonna do another Steelers one closer to the time the draft is about to happen. So I'm gonna do another Steelers one kind of like around, you know, close to that time, maybe the same week of the draft. Do one last mock draft for the Steelers. I at least want to do 6, but now I already done 6, so I'm gonna do one later down the line. But I'm gonna start doing more NFL first round only mock drafts. And as you're seeing from the screen right now, we have the first 7 picks I took. Now look at the first 7 picks I took. Of course, Caleb Williams is going to the Bears. I feel like Caleb Williams coming out, doing a full like dive into his career from high school to college, and my projections on what he's going to be in the NFL. I know I did a little slight analysis on him earlier, but you know, a lot more things is happening, and you're seeing a lot of expectations get put on him. Some people call him a bust, some people call him a star, some people saying he probably gonna be in the middle. So I don't know exactly where he's gonna land. I think he's very talented, very good player. I think if the Bears do something, they do what they haven't done in millennium, it felt like it. I think the last time the Bears really was like, you know, in Super Bowl contention was what, 1985. You know, well, they went to Super Bowl in 2000. What was that when they played the Colts? They had Devin Hester ran the kick return back. That was like 2000 what? Like, maybe it had to be 2005 or something like that. That was a little while. That was a while ago still though. But the Bears really haven't been like that in a long time. You know, the Bears haven't really built around the quarterback too. Like throughout history, you never see them really build around the quarterback position. They're mostly known for defense. That's why people always name, if you name the best Bears players, you're gonna say defense, and then you're gonna say, of course, you're gonna get to the running backs, and you're gonna get to all other stuff before you get to the quarterback spot. So hopefully Caleb Williams will be a game-changing quarterback for them. I had Jaden Daniels get taken at Washington. Now, at first, I was thinking about Drake May being taken there, but the way Washington's team is set up now, I think Jaden Daniels might be the best bet and the best fit for their team. Because their O-line is still not the best, and Jaden Daniels has mobility, so that can help him out a lot with the kind of a bad O-line. And I think Jaden Daniels is good enough. And they have Terry McLaurin over there. They have Jahan Dotson as well. I think if they put him in the right scheme, I don't know if he's going to start right off the bat. Most likely they probably will, because you know most of the young quarterbacks nowadays, they just put him right in. So I don't know if he's gonna start right off the bat, or if he's just going to like say, you know what, I'm going to we're gonna sit him down, and then we're gonna let him sit behind the veteran, and then get some reps in throughout the season, then maybe wait to a certain point to put him in. But I think the Washington, most likely since they traded Sam Howell away, they probably will just start him right off the bat, and we'll see how it turned out for him. But he should do good. I had Drake May go to the Patriots. Drake May is a very good player as well, amazing talent. I think he's one of the best throwers of the football in this draft. Him and Michael Penix Jr. can put the ball in the money, very accurate as well. And I think the Patriots scheme and their style will be good for him. The Patriots still don't have a lot of receivers. They probably will draft a receiver in this draft, most likely. They need to get a quarterback, so they traded away Mac Jones already, so they probably go with Drake May. They need to draft a receiver. Or 2 maybe in his this draft right here. Juju Smith-Schuster is still there. He was a little banged up last year, but he's still like what, 27, 28 years old. He still can be an elite number 2 receiver. We see Juju go out there and make some big time plays when he's the number 2 receiver. Even when he's number 1 receiver with the Chiefs, really, he had 900 plus yards. He missed a game or 2, so he could have had 1,000 that year too as well. So Juju is a good second receiver to have. So you go out there and draft you a guy who you think will be number 1, and just see how things play out and shape out. Malik Neighbors, I have him going to the Cardinals as the first receiver off the board. I was gonna say Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Cardinals, but for some reason I feel like Malik Neighbors will fit the Cardinals scheme a little better. So I thought the Cardinals would probably look to bring him in over Marvin Harrison Jr. It might sound crazy, but I think Marvin Harrison Jr. falls to the 5th spot. I have him as a top 5 pick, but after he didn't do the combine, after he didn't do the pro day, that might make him fall a little bit. But I don't think it's gonna make him fall like, you know, where he's like out of like somewhere bad, because I think the Chargers would be the best bet for him. You know, play with Justin Herbert. You know, Justin Herbert there and stuff, and we'll see how that goes. But I have Malik Neighbors being the first receiver off the board. And I had Rome go to the Giants. The Giants need a receiver there, of course. Joe Alt, I had him go to the Titans. And then moving on to the next spot, which is round, I mean, it's still round 1, of course, but 8 through 14. Where's my pen? Right here. Okay, 8 through 14. I had Dallas Turner go to the Falcons. They needed edge rusher. They got to get some pressure there. We know the Falcons are a good team. Offensively, got all these weapons. You know, they got Kirk Cousins now added to the roster. You know, Kyle Pitts is there, Drake London, all these guys, Bijan Robinson. The defense needs to add more weapons. The secondary looking way better. You know, last year they played amazing in the secondary. So I feel like you add some guys up front to get some pressure in. Like a Dallas Turner, that'd be good. I had Jerry Verse from Florida go to the Bears. I had Brock Bowers, tight end, go to the Jets. The Jets signed Mike Williams. Mike Williams, when he's healthy, he's a very good player. A good player when he's healthy, but can he stay healthy? That's the question. But I feel like if you get a guy like Brock Bowers, who can take some pressure off, you know, Mike Williams maybe can, him and Brock Bowers maybe can be 2 to 3rd option depending on what the game is. And you have your Garrett Wilson already, and you have also Alan Lazard too as well. So if Aaron Rodgers can come back and be the same Aaron Rodgers, well, he wasn't really super mobile. He can run, of course. You know, Aaron Rodgers has some legs, he can move and stuff, but no, he's a little older, so he mostly rely upon his arm, of course. But I think Aaron Rodgers should be good enough to help these guys with Brock Bowers added to the team. At 11, J.J. McCarthy. I had him go to the Vikings. I know some people said the Vikings might trade up. They could trade up possibly in the draft. I don't think they would have to trade up for J.J. McCarthy. I don't think you have to trade up all the way to the 4th or 5th spot for J.J. McCarthy. I think he'll be there around the 11th spot. He'll be there kind of close to the middle and the end. I think he's a good quarterback. I like Michael Penix Jr. better, but for the way the Vikings style is, I think J.J. McCarthy will fit kind of more into that scheme. Bo Nix, I had him go to the Broncos. I had Talise Fuaga go to the Raiders, and I had Troy Fautanu, the tackle, you know, from Washington, go to the Saints. And moving on next to the 15th to 21st pick, I had Terrion Arnold go to the Colts. I had Jackson Power Johnson go to the Seahawks. The Seahawks need to get a center there to create some more push, to create that force up front. They have the running game out a lot more. I had Cooper DeJean go to the Jaguars. And the Jaguars could use him as a safety, or they could use him as a cornerback, because Cooper DeJean, like I mentioned before, very versatile player. Kind of reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu type, a guy you can put it like in the slot, put on the outside, put him in the backfield, safety. He plays phenomenal. He's good playing the ball in the air. He's good in man-to-man coverage. He's good in zone coverage. He's a good tackler too. You know, a lot of those DBs be afraid to tackle. You know, afraid to go up down there and put their head down and like lay a hit on somebody. But he's very good at tackling. He's not afraid and being a run support. So I think you can put him at safety if you wanted to. You can put him at cornerback. But the Jaguars will find somewhere to put him to help that defense out a lot more. I had the Bengals take a tackle. I can never say his name, from Penn State. Fashanu. I might say it wrong. Byron Murphy from Texas. You guys know the big D lineman. Byron Murphy from Texas. Of course, the Rams just lost Aaron Donald. You know, he retired. Aaron Donald's a freaking amazing player. I think he was an All-Pro almost every year, but maybe 1 or 2 years like that. And some of those years he probably had little injuries. But that man's a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best players of his decade. Like I always say, if you're in an all-decades team, you gotta be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like and he had a Super Bowl now too as well. He had 4 Defensive Player of the Years. I think 3 or 4 of them. He has a lot of accolades. 10-time All-Pro, 10, 11, 12-time I think Pro Bowler, all type of accolades. He's one of the best to ever do it. He's the best in his generation. And he's one of the best of all time to ever do it too as well. He's amazing. But Byron Murphy could be something similar to that. We've seen what they did last year with Kobe Turner. Kobe Turner was very phenomenal in his rookie season, going out there and playing out there next to Aaron Donald. You add Byron Murphy in there. I think Byron Murphy is very talented, being up front with them, and we can see some dynamic duo. At 20, I had the Steelers take Nate Wiggins, because I was gonna go right tackle at first, but I switched it and said, you know what? I think the Steelers, I said, because Nate Wiggins is one of the best players, he was the best player available on the board. And of course, Marius Mims is cool as well too. But I thought the Steelers could find center in the second round, because the center draft depth class is so deep. They can find a center in the second round. So if a guy like a cornerback like Nate Wiggins is available, then you got to take him. Take Nate Wiggins, and then you'll see what happened in the right tackle spot. Free agency still have some guys who are solid. You don't need nobody who is all worldly on the right tackle side. At least somebody just solid enough to fill that spot in. So the Steelers could just go the approach of maybe going with the big time cornerback on the other side to shoot the defense even more. Then you add your center, because the center depth, you got Zach Frazier, who could be a second round pick. Christian Hayes, I think he put offensive guard, but he could play center as well. And then you look at Cedric Van Pran, 3 guys that could be second round picks who are still in the draft, who are some pretty good guys too as well. Of course, Jackson Power Johnson might be the top of all of them, but I think they're very close to him too. So they could be in the second round waiting for you. So you won't have to reach and take one of those guys to fill a void. That's not. Of course, it's important, but it's not like super dire need on your team. Cornerback 2 is a dire need. Yeah, of course, Dante Jackson is there now too, but it's not enough. You need that piece on the outside. I had J.C. Latham from Alabama go to the Dolphins, and moving on to the 22nd to 28th pick. I had Quinn Mitchell going to the Eagles. I had Newton going to the Vikings. Brian Thomas Jr. going to the Cowboys. The Cowboys they released Michael Gallup, so they need another receiver out there. They released Michael. They traded Mark Cooper a few years ago. CeeDee Lamb is here by himself. Brian Thomas Jr. is a big target. So he's 6'4", deep threat target, something that can kind of like complement CeeDee Lamb very well, and he'll be a very effective target for Dak Prescott, getting down the field and making plays. And you see in LSU, all he did was make big time plays down the field. So I think that would be a nice match for them. The 25th pick, I had Marius Mims go to the Packers. I had Leatu Latu from UCLA, the edge rusher, go to the Bucks. I had Graham Barden, tackle, go to the Duke. From Duke, and go to the Cardinals, because the Cardinals do need to strip that O-line a little bit. I had Tyler Guyton go to the Bills. I was going to go receiver with the Bills at first. They lost Gabe Davis. But I was like, I think the tackle might be a little more dire need. Then I had Chris Braswell on the 29th to 32nd pick. Chris Braswell, edge rusher from Alabama, the one that played on the other side of Dallas Turner. Had him go to the Lions. I had Adonai Mitchell go to the Ravens. The Ravens, of course, they have Zay Flowers and stuff, and they have Mark Andrews. They have pieces, but adding another receiver could help out a lot too. I had Kool-Aid McKinstry go to the 49ers. I wasn't going to put TJ Tampa in that spot, but I said I think Kool-Aid probably could fit the scheme and the style a little better. Then I had Jordan Morgan, tackle from Arizona, go to the Chiefs, and this is my mock draft 3.0. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. I think overall it's a solid one. It's not the best one I did. I think the best one I did probably was the first one, but it's not one of the best ones I did. So let me know down below. The mock draft, as time goes on, you think of different scenarios what teams could do. You put yourself in the team's shoes, be like, okay, they could do this, they could do that, they could go that approach, they could go that approach. So let me know in the comment section down below who you think going where and who's going to be on what team. The draft is on April 21st, I think. April 21st. So the draft is coming up. It's almost April now. So you're going to see a lot of things heating up, a lot of scenarios, and a lot of things playing out, a lot of news and rumors happening. So stay tuned for the news, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.